Hello, classmates. This is now the second part of my report. My report is all about the Office of the Human Resources Management and Organizational Development of the Ateneo de Manila University. So, the HR aspirations of the Ateneo de Manila University is to provide expertise, leadership, and service in the areas of human resources that will support and help the university achieve its mission. So basically, the focus of the human resources management of Ateneo de Manila University is to scaffold the talents and expertise of its employee to make sure that it will achieve its mission. Next is to hire and retain a talented, skilled, and diverse workforce who demonstrate enthusiasm and commitment to the goals of the university. Be trusted partner to our school's clients by engaging with them, developing a deep understanding of their needs, and helping them attain their goals. Be a trusted partner to individual employees by helping them to resolve their concerns, advance their aspirations, and nurture their development. Achieve standard excellence in the delivery of efficient and responsive services to university faculty and staff. Demonstrate a belief in and respect for the fundamental dignity of each member of the university community. Create and maintain a supportive work environment. And lastly, ensure that employees acquire, develop, and maintain the necessary skills to perform their jobs effectively. So the array of HR services of the Office of the Human Resources Management and Organizational Development of Ateneo de Manila University includes Total Rewards section, Policy Development and HR Relations section, Talent Management and Organization Development section, and the Workforce Planning and Capability Development section. So, like University of the Philippines, it covers a variety of services from hiring up to the separation from the university. Now, I will not deal with the hiring policy procedure of the Human Resources Development Office of Ateneo de Manila University in depth because the process and procedures are almost just the same with the process that is carried out by the University of the Philippines. However, it follows or it uses different terminologies. However, the procedure are just almost the same with what it's being explained like in the University of the Philippines. So on this part now I will proceed to discuss to you the code of conduct and ethics. Uh, a while ago, as I explained to you about the merit selection plan of the University of the Philippines Office of the Human Resources Development, as one of the striking portion of their human resources management, for Ateneo de Manila University, the most striking part of their human resources management is their code of conduct and ethics because they have high regards about the conduct and ethics of their employees. So we'll begin with the general guidelines. All universities all university employees are expected to act with integrity and good judgment to follow the general guidelines. So first is all decisions and actions must conform to all applicable laws, regulations, and university policies. Second, individuals must be honest and trustworthy in all actions and relationships for and on in behalf of the university. Situations where personal interest, conflict, or appear to conflict with the interests of the university or any of its stakeholders must be avoided. Now, in this context, we can simply imply that all employee or all members of the organization at the Ateneo de Manila University should uphold uprightness towards their dealings with the university, with the community, and other members of the or other stakeholders of the university. Each decision or act must be proper in terms of both our own sense of integrity and the scrutiny of others. Respect for human dignity must be fundamental in all the university's dealings. Communications must be honest and accurate. Confidentiality must be maintained where appropriate. Ethical conduct must be recognized and valued by all employees at all levels. Unit heads shall resolve all matters of doubt regarding ethical conduct for personnel under their jurisdiction. And lastly, the President shall resolve all matter of doubt regarding ethical conduct for administrators directly reporting to him. We all know that Ateneo de Manila University is a Catholic university, and so uh, if you observe their code of conduct and ethics actually uphold the Catholic beliefs or the beliefs of the Catholic Church. Code of conducts and ethics about gifts. All university employees must recognize that the acceptance of gifts from those doing business or seeking to do business with the university, from parents or students, may give rise to legitimate concerns regarding flawed objectivity. In general, faculty and employees should not accept gifts from students, parents of suppliers, or persons doing business with the university except if these gifts are of nominal value not exceeding 500 pesos. So all employees may accept gifts, however, it should not exceed 500 pesos. If a faculty member or employee has any question regarding the propriety of a gift, he or she must bring up the matter to his or her immediate supervisor. Outside employment or outside activities. All outside employment, engagement, or activities must have prior approval of the employee's unit head and or the director of the Office of Human Resources Management and Organization Development. So, if an employee or a faculty of Ateneo de Manila University wishes to teach as part-time in other university or colleges, so they might they must seek an approval from the director of the Office of the Human Resources Development. Before an employee engages in any business activity which may overlap with the university's business, the employee must make a full disclosure in writing to the unit head and or director of the OMROD, who in turn will issue a written memorandum if the activity is permitted or allowed. In fairness to all employees, the following should be kept in mind with respect to outside employment. So, they setting a standard to those employees who wish to work outside of the university. So first one, employee must withdraw from outside employment or engagement if university so request. So they don't have choice if the head of the university requests to stop that particular engagement. Second, time devoted to outside employment must not interfere with normal university work hours and duties. So it must be outside your working hours in the university. Employees must avoid real or perceived conflict of interest situations involving the university and the organization or company where they are employed or engaged. Employment or engagement in a company or institution that directly competes with the university may be allowed, but only with the approval of the unit head and or the director of the OMROD. So, uh, if the employee wishes to work with the university that is directly competitor of the Ateneo de Manila University, it may be allowed. However, it should be approved by the unit head of the Office of the Human Resources Management and Organizational Development. Involvement, employment, or engagement in any tutorial or review school is strictly prohibited. So any faculty members is not allowed to give review to any review school outside of the university. And then an employee's outside employment or engagement must not reflect unfavorably on the university. So the attention, the focus should be given to the university rather to the outside engagement. Confidentiality. In the course of employment in the university, instances may arise when one will be privy to sensitive or confidential information. In such cases, the information should not be shown, lent, or divulged to anyone without the express consent of the immediate supervisor and or unit head and only to authorized personnel. So, anyone who have engagement outside the university, if it's in any event that will permit them to invoke any confidential information. So anything that should be divulged or that will be divulged by anyone without the express consent of the immediate supervisor, it's really against the code of conduct and ethics of the Ateneo de Manila University. Conflict of interest. All employees must avoid any situation where their personal interests may conflict or appear to conflict with the interests of the university. So, the first and foremost priority is the common goal or the common interest of the university itself. Avoid any relationships that may result in flawed objectivity. And then conflict of interest situations include giving and receiving of gifts of material value, financial interest in companies dealing or competing with the university, inappropriate use or release of confidential information, purchasing from suppliers or other clients at below regular rates, and being the recipient of credit from students, parents, suppliers, or persons doing business with the university is considered as conflict of interest. So it also includes when it occurs in the course of dealings for the university, the employee finds himself in a position to influence a decision that results in a personal and unusual gain for himself or his family, relatives, friends, or a company that he is associated or deals with. Like for instance, for example, if the university wishes to outsource the utility services of the university and you intend to win the bidding for your own company, then that is a conflict of interest between you and the university. It also includes the use of university property, funds, position, or power for personal gain. So anything or any resource of the university used for personal gain is a conflict of interest. Each administrator, unit head, supervisor, faculty member, and staff must be familiar with the guidelines on the conflict of interest and should promptly report or submit for review any situation which could develop into a possible conflict of interest. So, we can simply imply that conflict of interest is very big deal in Ateneo de Manila University. So that would be all. Thank you for listening. I hope I with this report I gave you some of the most uh, striking part of the human resources management of both universities, the University of the Philippines, and the Ateneo de Manila University. So once again, thank you for listening and have a nice day.